Good morning, everyone. This is Steve here, and I just had some sad news that I just want to share with everyone. Last night I was on Facebook and I was just getting ready to go to bed, and I saw on there some news from the WWE and a couple of pages like WWE Icons, and I think PG Kills WWE, a few other pages or whatever. And it said on there that the Ultimate Warrior, who was just inducted to the WWE Hall of Fame and appeared on Raw just 2 nights ago. This is on Tuesday, yesterday when I saw this, and he had just appeared on Raw last night, I was going to say, but that was 2 nights ago. And unfortunately, it is with sad news that I report that the Ultimate Warrior has passed away. I saw it on Facebook last night said on Triple H's Twitter that he had passed. And a few others that were posting, and I was hoping that for once it was a hoax. In other words, fake or not true. But as soon as I went up to bed again, I looked on there and I just saw it, trending again, and more people posting and saying about it, which I really just could not believe. Because like I just said again, he was just inducted to the Hall of Fame and appeared on Raw, and I thought for one that he looked pretty good. I mean, he may have looked a little bit bad to what anybody thinks or anything, but I think that he for one looked pretty good. I know that it would have been really good to see him wrestle one last time, but it really never happened. And seeing him inducted to the Hall of Fame was a really great thing. It really was. I saw it on the USA Network after Raw that one night, and it was pretty much, in my opinion, it was emotional as well, because, he really did deserve it. You have to admire everything that he did in the business. Like WrestleMania 6, when he wrestled against Hulk Hogan for the WWF Championship, and the Intercontinental title was on the line as well. It was champion versus champion. But still, it was a really good match. There were a few decent matches on the card, but the main event was probably the best. Then he wound up losing his title, I believe, to Sergeant Slaughter, I think. And his Intercontinental title, I think, was to Rick Rude. I don't really know exactly. I think he vacated it, though. And of course, his match at WrestleMania 7 against the Macho Man, which I said in my WrestleMania 7 review. Yeah, I am shocked to hear about this news, and sad too, because when I saw it last night, I just wanted to cry about it. Even though I just don't really cry that much, I hold back the tears sometimes. But whenever stuff happens that makes you sad, you have to cry sometimes. I mean, I wanted to cry about The Undertaker's streak being ended at WrestleMania, but now I'm hearing stuff about that the streak was not supposed to end. I don't know exactly, but that's not our topic. But I found out that it was a drug overdose what happened to him. Somebody just said on there what it was, and I don't really know what it was, but I was hoping it was not suicide, because some people wrote on there and said, please don't be suicide, and it was not, but still, a message on Facebook, and it's just really sad. It really is. We have lost, a bunch of wrestlers over the years. Too many of them that we have lost. And it's just, again, it's very sad. You got the Macho Man who's no longer here. We've got Rick Rude, Paul Bearer, Undertaker's manager, even though he wasn't really, he was a wrestler back in the days, but he was a manager. Mabel Viscera, who we lost recently, I think in February or January, wherever it was. It was February. I have to look that up. Many others still. The British Bulldog, Owen Hart, Brian Pillman. There's many wrestlers I can name that that have passed at a young age. A lot of them have. But especially Owen Hart. His was probably, in my opinion, the saddest ever and the worst. Because I remember watching it on pay-per-view and Jim Ross announcing it, because he saying that he has the unfortunate responsibility. Yeah, it was just, yeah, it's still sad too. But I know there are some people that were not big fans of the Ultimate Warrior, but you really have to admire the things that he has done. Even though he wrestled against Hunter Hearst Helmsley in that very short match at WrestleMania 12, but it was a good return to see him back, even though it was a quick match and not one of the best of some people's opinions, but still, yeah. And he also had like his run in WCW as well, but I pretty much know him, remember him very well in the WWF, and a lot of his promos that he did, have like a voice like, all you Warrior fans, we're gonna come together and we're gonna stop this rampage and become the new WWF champion. That's probably the best imitation I can do, but he always would do that. Then there came this commercial. Let me just show you real quick. Then there came the commercial for this game, WWE 2K14, in which he was in the commercial for this by coming out of an elevator and saying, like, not even the Grim Reaper himself can keep his hands, or I can't remember what it is, off my, the Warrior game, and yeah, the way he said it, and just saying, like, when you pre-order WWE 2K14, you get the Ultimate Warrior, and then, like, a bonus, and a guy comes at him, and he's like, and cracks his neck, and just gives him the game, says, hold this punk, and, like, throws him on a table. It was a funny commercial. I thought it was pretty good, and the way he had the makeup on, it was cool. Still looked kind of scary, too. But, as for the game as well, it is very good. Has the Ultimate Warrior, which I have downloaded now because he's now available, and the Undertaker American Badass. But that's really not, again, we're talking about, but it's just something that he did that was a pretty good commercial. Yeah. Now, I don't think what else I was going to say. And all the other things as well. His last WrestleMania appearance was WrestleMania 8, in which he returned to help Hulk Hogan in that terrible main event against Sid Justice. And he also had like a tag team as well with The Undertaker, which I thought was a really good tag team. It didn't really last that long. And they pretty much feuded with the Berserker and Papa Shango. And he also did have a rivalry with The Undertaker, as everybody knows. Known for that match against The Undertaker called the Body Bag Match. And they had like another match on like a house show or whatever it is, or not a dark match, but pretty much just a house show or anything, or whatever it is. Like one tape I think it's from called Rampage 91 or something like that. And that's about it. Yeah. But, I'm just sharing this with every wrestling fan around. As you know about me being a huge wrestling fan, and I'm just sharing this with everybody around. I know that a bunch of people know about this already, but I'm just sharing my thoughts with everyone. My thoughts and prayers are with his wife and his daughters as they were there at the Hall of Fame induction. It's very sad to see this happen just like that. Leaving behind a beautiful wife and beautiful daughters, and his mom, of course, who was also there at the Hall of Fame, which kind of broke me down a little bit. It was good to see his mom there. Yeah, I don't think his dad is here anymore, but yeah. So that's basically it. So just again, sharing with everybody sad news again. Rest in peace to the Ultimate Warrior. Trying to think like a name to call him or whatever. I guess the Maniac or whatever, but I'll just leave it just as the Ultimate Warrior. So I don't remember his real name though, but it doesn't really matter. But anyway, rest in peace, Ultimate Warrior. You are dearly missed. Of course, remember for your memorable matches in the WWF. It's good to see you on WWE Raw and your Hall of Fame induction. You will be dearly missed. Very sad to hear this. So, thank you again, everyone, for watching this. So, Leave a comment about the Warrior if you like, and please subscribe, and I will see you with more videos.